Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Rav Yoseph Karo and his P'sak Halacha and the concept of Rov. In his introduction to the Torah, named the Bait Yosaif, he tries to explain what he did, writing a commentary on the 4 sections of the Torah Shulchan Aruch. And in his introduction, it's not a long introduction, we'll summarize the basics of it, and then Mitzvah Hashem will analyze it over a couple of shiurim. In this section, he explains what he did, and he writes that to try to go through all the Rishonim, and going back to the Gaonim, to the Gemara, it's a very, very big process. And if one wants to try to approach Halacha, L'Maseh, with this approach, to go through all the Sugyot in the Gemara and the Rishonim, it's derech she'ein lo kitzvat. It's a path that there's just no end to it. It's endless shitot. So therefore, question is what to do when one wants to learn and apply it halacha l'maseh. So he continues in his introduction. He writes that he decided that he's going to try to figure out an approach to go ahead and set up a path for Klal Yisrael. And he writes to go and Paskin by the Turim. We now have what we call the Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, the Chayadam, and the Shia and Sfarm like that. So the Shulchan Aruch 500 years ago, Rav Yoseph Karo, he looked back, he said, we have the Saifer, the Kitzurim, which ones, like the Smak, the Agra, the Kolbo. He says those are also wonderful Sfarm, but he doesn't know if that really could be used for P'sak for all of Klal Yisrael. So that, he said, wouldn't work. And he decides he's going to write a Saifer commenting on all the halachot and explain how we paskin. At first he writes that he thought to write a commentary on the Rambam, but he decided not to do that. He did the case of Mishnah, but that's not the work that he's referring to now. He said the Rambam pretty much just brings down one sheet to the Rambam's final P'sak. So he wanted to use another Saifer as a source, which of course is the Torah, who brings down different shitot. And that's what he did. He writes, the Bait Yosaif explains all the different shitot. And he says, in the Bait Yosaif, it's amazing how many Sfar were around and printed already by his time. He writes the following. He says that, if you have the Bait Yosaif, my Seif that I'm about to write, then you're going to have Divrei Talmud and Perish Rashi, Vatosfos, Vaharan, Piskei Rosh, Mordechai, Rambam, Gotav, all the commentaries on the Rambam as well. Magin Mishnah, Ravina Yerucham, Sefer Truma, Shibboleh Eleket, Varakech, Shari Dura, Sefer Tashbatz, Ha'itor, Smak, Orchos Chaim, Toras Habayis, Hagot Hashri, Sefer Hamanim, Agor, Sifrei Balei Nefesh, La Raivit, Uchuvat HaRosh, Varashba, Vari, Bar Sheshev, Varishimon, Bartzemach, Rikolin, Vitumas Hadeshem. It's amazing the list is from that the Yosef put together and organized in his commentary on the Torah. Of course, all before the computers. He had all this from and he had totally organized. And he writes, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get all this from, and then finally I'm going to bring you P'sak Halacha. And what's P'sak Halacha going to be? And then he brings in a famous statement. Hiskamti l'dati, what will I do? I'm going to take the 3 pillars of P'sak, the Rambam, the Rif, and the Rosh. And with those 3 pillars of P'sak, I'm going to follow them. All 3 of them hold a certain way, I'm certainly going to follow them. And if 2 out of the 3 go a certain way, then I will paskin by them. And this brings up the obvious question, what about all the other Rishonim? What happened to the concept of Rov? So Mitzvah Hashem, in the next Shia, we'll analyze that question and see if we could find an answer to it. Shalom.